All right, we're at the home of Mark and Jackie Brewster. Beautiful home. They've had quite a bit of issues with the siding, however, just in doing a lot of repair work and a lot of things that they've had to do over the course of time of being here. They had the home built, I think, 17 years ago. So definitely they're looking to do something, fix it, and be done with it. So the Hardie solution is a perfect option for them. They're going to be in the home, beautiful home, great neighborhood. Hardie's going to go a long way for them in providing them the type of solution they're looking for. So as it stands right now, we did discuss several options. I think probably the option that we're going to go with is basically full siding repair, obviously, drip edge replacement with a Hardie 1x2, fascia overlay, and then just basically painting and repairing soffit, with the exception of about 12-15 feet of soffit right here that needs to be redone with a Hardie soffit. They had some patchwork that wasn't done too well, so we want to clean that up. So that would be the only place that would get the Hardie soffit. Everywhere else we're be looking at a full tear-off. Go back to I know there's some places on the chimney where I can see wave lines in the existing patchwork Hardie. So kind of lends me to believe that there's no substrate behind there. So we're going to do obviously the right thing and do a 7/16 inch OSB directly to the studs. We're going to Tyvek that. Do all the seam tape flashing. We have a lot of sidewall, lot of knick-knack areas where the sidewall dies into the shingle line. So doing the flashing appropriately, doing a nice Z flashing, and making sure areas of chimney and other sidewall that die into the roof line are have the proper weather barrier, so we won't have any water infiltration. So on the front here, you got a little bit of siding up here, looking at us. You got a little more siding right here, and then we have a little more siding on the front here that you can kind of see this little half gable up there. So that's the only siding really to speak of on the front. Have a gable vent here. We're not going to do anything but strip that down and paint it. We talked about doing a contrasting trim color to match the fascia. Really no windows except for on the back and the right side of the home, but I think it'd make it really look nice. I love the green that's on here now, so I think they're going to stay with that. It really ties into the darker color in the brick. But we did discuss going with an alternating trim color around the windows to tie into the green of the fascia. We do have 2 porch ceilings. This area here we will do with new siding, even though it's protected and is good shape. We're going to use that. This is the only part we're going to overlay. Everything else will be a full tear-off. We do have this porch ceiling and this porch ceiling, both on the front of the house, that will just be caulked and sealed and painted. Again, this wall overlay with the 8 1/4 cedar mill select. Garage wrap on both garage doors here. We do have kind of some pretty good rot right here, and then some pretty good rot right here at the base of that board. All this soffit up under here is just going to be caulked and sealed and painted. Let's take a look here. So this is the piece of soffit that, regardless, even if we just end up caulking and sealing, painting all the rest of the soffit, this soffit here needs to go. About the last 1.5 foot is Hardie soffit, and then the rest is this old continuous vent. So it just looks mishmash, and this we need to just replace with some linear feet of Hardie soffit all the way down. Gutters will come off. Still kind of up for debate whether they're going to put up new gutters or just leave them off, but we will tear down and dispose the existing gutters. Coming over the left side, nothing really much to speak of. We got a little area up in there, right there, that is going to have to be sided over. Looks like the fascia is a little rough up there, but really on the left side of the home, all we have is fascia overlay, drip edge replacement, and then it's about a foot soffit. Soffit's all in good condition everywhere again. I think painting, doing a caulking and sealing, and then painting with the Sherwin-Williams is more than enough solution for the existing soffit. And then coming to the back is primarily where all the work is going to be. Again, chimney, you can see about the first 7 boards, 8 boards have been replaced with the Colonial roughs on. Again, it's you can see there's no substrate. It's completely bowed. It looks like somebody just nailed it up and probably didn't even nail it in the center. Basically just tacked it on the ends to the corner framing and just left it because it's pretty bowed in. It looks almost concave where it's folding in there. You can see this little area, little half gable up top here. Again, your 2 windows. You got a bay window configuration over there with 3 windows, but I just think looking back here, doing a contrasting trim with that kind of that forest green, hunter green, I guess you would call it, really I think would look amazing back here. Really look nice. There's been various places here that have been patched and repaired, and that's the main reason we want to do a full tear off. Just get all that stuff off, give us a chance to look at the framing and inspect those areas that have been covered up and will be covered up probably for the next at least 50 some odd years. So we want to make sure we inspect them and treat the project in the right way and address anything that could be pre-existing behind the walls. I guess a couple nights ago, or maybe even a night ago, there's a major leak running right now. There's tarps and everything inside the house. The insurance company's involved, but either way, this porch ceiling is going to be going, I think, because of the water exposure that it's gotten from that leak. So we spec this as Hardie porch on the back area here, and then wrapping these 3 porch columns in Hardie plank and then painting them that hunter green. Again, we have a few areas. We have one area here on this corner of the fascia, and then another behind this tree trunk here of fascia that's separated, which is kind of like an early sign that it's screaming for some help, telling us that we're going to have some water rot there pretty soon. They've replaced numerous trim boards, corner trim boards. Like I said, it's just been a constant patch, repair, and paint kind of situation. They're looking to put an end to that. We didn't spec any railing painting, but definitely porch ceiling would become, Hardie plank, and then these 3 porch columns are probably 6x6s, would all be wrapped in Hardie and then painted. Chimney, you can't really see it because of the canopy here, but chimney goes all the way up, probably another 12 feet beyond the roof line, and that's spec'd for full Hardie replacement all the way around. Really is a beautiful house. We got this little bay configuration here, so that will all be addressed with Hardie plank. And then we have 3 windows also that we looked at with a Series 2. Again, we have some interior mount pocket, interior mount shutters, and the Series 1s, there would be no way for them to use any of the feature as far as the tilt-in or anything like that. So really the proper solution here is going to be a Series 2. We're doing white on white, so really has no bearing. It's just going to be the better solution for them. This wall's had some repair work done on it. Again, we have sidewall dying into shingle line here, so again, flashing is going to be a huge part of this project, and again, in them having the trust and confidence that we're the company to do it the right way without having to worry about who's watching or should they be home or where the water leak's going to start coming in. So again, I think that plays in a lot to their trust in having us do the work. And then coming over here, we got another 2 windows that will need to be wrapped. All this siding, of course, is going to be gone. You can see basically here, soffit's in good shape. So again, the proper thing I think here to spec this appropriately is just doing a caulk and seal all the H molds, all the joints, and then paint it. It's going to look good as new. No critter holes on the soffit or any kind of rot or anything other than that front span we already talked about. And that's basically right where we're left off here. Again, I think going with a contrasting trim color would be awesome. Really tie into that green and really kind of bring the whole thing together. Here's another view of the porch that we'd be painting. One of the porches on the front we'd be painting. Some linear feet here, a gutter that would have to come down. That's about it. So again, we really look forward to working with you guys on the project and kind of giving that maintenance-free exterior that you guys really want and really improving the look of the house a great deal. So we thank you thanks for your time today, and we'll look forward to working with you soon.